Hello, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Rate That Full Art Supporter. And today we got no other than the Pokemon Fan Club for you. Actually, the first of two, and we're still early on in the series. I think this is episode 11, if I'm not mistaken. But I still think this is a very nice supporter to come up early in the row. And I do have some bias towards liking this one, but let's see how you guys think about it, because that's what this show is all about, right? But before we get anywhere, what does it do? So from what this one does here, we have a situation where you can search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon, reveal them of course, otherwise you may be cheating, don't cheat, and put them into your hand and shuffle your deck afterwards. And this is a very interesting scenario because normally searching 2 basics, I got trainer cards that can do that. But this is not restricted to what kind of basics, so this could include also Pokemon EX, Pokemon V, Pokemon, whatever of these special types of basics that otherwise could not be found on certain item cards. So, not a terrible supporter, far from. And especially when it was released, I still think it was a very good card, and this was not even its first release. It's actually rather old. But before we get that far, maybe it's in the bonus facts, who knows, because you guys thought the same. Let's see how you guys rated this supporter. And, there's one more thing before we get so far. We do have, what is it called around the world? And I like this one. Why? Because, where most countries go for Pokemon Fan Club, actually in Japan it's translated from Pokemon Lovers Club, which is a very interesting translation over to both English and also what we have in both French, Spanish, German, Italian, and so forth. It's all on Pokemon Fan Club, not on Pokemon Lovers Club, which is interesting fact, I think. And with that said, let's go on to the rating, and let's see. We start off with standard as usual, and in this case here, think about when it was still legal in standard. How did people rate it? And indeed, going from 1 to 5, 1 being very bad, 5 being awesome. In this case here, we do have it's fairly well rated. It is a good card, like I said. It does bypass these kind of things that certain items can search out, but of course it does take up your turn supporter. But hey, opening with a Pokemon Fan Club could never be good or never be bad. I mean, wow, this is going well today, right? And in this case here, never be bad because, then you certainly couldn't get dunked and you did get your board established quite a bit. It gives overall a rating of 3 flat, which is a very, medium score. So people think it's an okay card, not too bad. But what about expanded? And yeah, it takes a hit here because there's simply better options. Expanded being such a expanded format is more room for more options in this case. So you do see that there's simply just better choices out there than just playing a Pokemon Fan Club, resulting in an average of 1.69, which unfortunately is an extremely low average. It doesn't seem to go very well for Pokemon Fan Club now, does it? But that brings us now to the uniqueness. And here we see, quite an interesting split in the opinions here. So indeed, one part will think, but this is not unique at all. It can just search basics. That's not interesting at all. But others, they go like, let's give it some credit for being, for instance, they're able to, search out GXs, EXs, or whatnot that certain other trainer cards couldn't search for. So we reward it with a 3 or even a 4 at times, which gives a quite interesting split in uniqueness, resulting in an overall average of, flat 2, which is, not good, but it's not the worst score out there we have seen, is it now? And that brings us finally to the artwork, and indeed, just like with most full art supporters, it receives a quite nice score because they are pretty to look at, although even when I have to say the 3.81 is not a very high score, that just shows how much people like these full art supporters and how pretty they are to at least look at. A lot of people going at either 3, 4, or 5. There's not a single one. I think this is actually bad with a 1 or 2. So it does have a very nice rating. And this, of course, when we have to put all of this together now, we see, of course, we distribute them with a quarter each, of course. And then we see that the overall score becomes a 2.63, which is not terrible, but it's definitely not among the best ones out there. You know what? Let's see that by putting in on our list here. So what rank is it? And now I finally got myself together to make a nice rank because now we got a lot more supporters to show. So let's show who is our current top 10. And this is how it looks now. And Pokemon Fan Club, 10th place. But wait, Stefan, isn't this episode 11? So Aren't we missing someone there? Yeah, indeed we are. So for this once, let's add in our sad number 11, being Sharon, being the worst rated supporter at the moment, with a very sad 1.84. Let's see if any other supporters go so far down the list in the future episodes. But for now, of the 11 episodes we have made so far here, last spot. Pokemon Fan Club coming in 10th place. Not a great placement either. I hope for more. But, well, I'm not giving the scores, it's you guys. So if you want your opinion heard, then just go and check out the survey in the description here below somewhere. And then you can fill in for the next couple episodes, and maybe you also get your fun facts displayed. So we do see a very interesting top 10. Let's go back to top 10 here. That's better. And now let's go on to the bonus facts that you guys sent in. So let's see what you had to say about Pokemon Fan Club. So indeed, it's a Pokemon worldwide organization. You see them in pretty much every single game. I didn't know that the kids love Dark type, and I didn't actually know that the first one was already back in Aquapolis. I did not even play that far. My first sets were EX Emerald, so still old, but not Aquapolis old. And of course, all card, multiple reprints, and indeed they do prefer contests over battles because they just appreciate Pokemon and think, well, they take good care of them. They do. And yes, it's your ticket to a bike in red and blue. We've been there, guys. And now, with all that said, remember, you can also get your bonus facts displayed. Just send in, fill out the survey, and see if you can come up on the screen here. That is very nice, right? And with that said, who's going to come up next? So, which supporter are we going to value next? And here, it's Battle Reporter. And maybe we have a contender that can take down Sharon on last spot. I don't know. That's up to you guys. And with that said, I hope you had I hope you enjoyed the episode, and have a great day, and until next time.